What is going on, Nissan Nation? This is your buddy Dave with the Nissan Nation podcast, and this is your weekly Nissan Nation podcast update. So, Nissan released sales figures, and man, it's not good, guys. It's just not good. We'll get into a couple things that why it is, but let's kick off with Infiniti. You're like, well, that's not it. It is Nissan. I mean, if you take them as a whole, as Nissan corporate, they are part of the sales numbers. And let's see, so Infiniti down like 43.9% in sales, and you go, wow, what are they selling, like 100,000 cars? No, they went from selling 12,000 cars this time last year to I forget what it was. It was like 6,000 or 7,000. It was something, I didn't write the exact number down, but it was something stupid. Does Nissan need Infiniti anymore? I don't think so. And I think you're going to see a lot of consolidation in the auto industry here in the next 10 years anyways. Cars are cars anymore. Everybody makes a good car. The technology rolls out so fast anymore. It's not like it used to be where Cadillac would roll out the hottest new technology and it would trickle down GM's lines. You would think that, okay, that's why they need Infiniti. Well, really, Infiniti's not doing anything for them. Hell, they couldn't even get an Infiniti to roll across the auto show last year. Like, they couldn't even get it out from behind the curtain because it wouldn't work right. And it's kind of telling to where that company is, sort of, that one moment. I like their line. I mean, it's just, they're in a lot of cases, they're just cool rear-wheel drive cars that Nissan should be making anyways. The Q50 right now, that should be the Maxima all day long. If you look at the 50, a lot of Infiniti's tech, it's so outdated, man. All the radio features and everything, and the infotainment, it's so outdated. We've talked about this in probably 6 months ago. Does Nissan need it? And my vote is no. And I think, like I said, I think within the industry, you're going to start seeing a lot of these brands like that just start trickling away. There's just not, look at the Versa. The current Versa has almost the complete tech package that Infiniti had, and it's 18 grand versus whatever the 40 to 60 grand they want for the latest Infiniti. So, anyways, let's see. Frontier is down, Titan is down, Sentra is down, and 370Z is down. And anything you want to take anything away from why those are down? Let's think about this for a minute. Well, Titan, we know they're in the middle of that current design just hasn't. It got its 3 years of sales numbers, and then this last year it just hadn't done what it should. Frontier, it's so old, man. I've seen the Frontier. I'm not allowed to talk about it, but it's going to refresh the whole truck line. But everybody knows it's coming. It's not like, oh man, well, let me get the next one. Nissan itself has said 2021. So this next year, I know they've got something new they're going to introduce into the current Frontier, but after that, it's hang on for no sales, because I think 2020 for the Frontier is just going to be abysmal. I really do. I think it's just going to be not a disaster, but I just think there's only so many commercial vehicle sales you can get out of that truck, and I think they've kind of done it. Let's see, Sentra is down. Let's take a guess why Sentra is down. Oh yeah, because it's really, really freaking old, and people know that the next Sentra is coming. I know the dealers have seen it, and it's it's Ultima Junior-ish. I don't know, the whole car platform. That's a whole nother debate for a whole nother show. But 370Z is down. Well, let's see. Why would that car be? Oh, it's freaking old. Let's see. The 370 version came out in 2009, I believe, 2008, somewhere in there. They're getting like maybe 120 something sales a month. It's ridiculous. We could get into GTR, but nobody cares. GTR is not Godzilla anymore. It's barely Mothra. It's really not anything worth talking about till they get off their butts and kind of give us something. It is what it is, guys. And you can't make excuses for Nissan all day, because there was talk that we're gonna refresh 80% of the brand here in the next year, but we'll get it. We've got a podcast coming up, and we're about to get into the Titan. Stay tuned for that, our audio show. We've got some really good thoughts and some bad thoughts about that. So if you're not a podcast listener, go to NissanNationPodcast.com and check us out. There is actually some good news, though. Let's see. Ultimate is up 47.9%. And finally, the next generation of that car is finally starting to take off. So that is good news. Maxima, who just went through a refresh, is actually up 53.9%. And Murano, something in the truck line, right? It's got to be positive. Well, it's only up 2.5%, but they're still selling like $8,000 of those things a month. So clearly Murano is kind of on pace to, keep the line fresh looking for the time being. So let's get into total sales. So September 2008, Nissan sold 122,819 is what they sold. And this past month, they sold 101,244. So that's down 17.6%. And while you could deal with that, as we go back and kind of close this thing with Infiniti, with Infiniti being down 43.9%, it makes the company look bad. The company's probably actually fairly, even with those down, truck sales and a few of the older cars, it's probably actually still up. If you pull Infiniti out of the total company sales, it wouldn't be bad. So I leave it to you guys. What do you think? Does Nissan need Infiniti anymore? And do you see like this next Titan picking up sales? Do you see, are cars coming back? Ford and everybody's paying the price for that right now. With when a year ago they announced they were going to quit selling cars, and Ford stocks in the tank. Their value, their loan values are in the tank. GM, same problem. They announced after Ford did, we're not selling cars, and Nissan and Toyota and everybody was like, what? We're going to continue to sell cars because people actually do buy them. So let us know what you think in the comments below. Once again, we love hearing from you guys, and we're on that road to 1,000 subscribers. So if you haven't yet, please do click the button below. It's right over there, I think. And from All Things Nissan here in the woods, why not be out in the woods? It's the greatest place in the world. This is your Nissan Nation podcast update, and I'm your host, David Boyd. Peace.